Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dogs and cats. Welcome back to Counter Development. Today, we are here again with the Hearts of Iron 4 USA States mod. So, we're watching. This is the 4th episode, I think? Yeah, we're 4 episodes in now. I'm sorry, I have not been able to respond to your guys' comments actually in-game quite yet, just because I recorded all 3 of those episodes at the same time. So now, this is actually my second recording session, so I can actually respond to what you guys are saying, and I am now responding. I did forget to release Portugal and Belgium's little spots. So I know that Belgium is now gone, so I think we're just going to leave the Congo dead. We're going to leave it in the German Reich because the German Reich rightfully won. I forgot. But Portugal is still alive, so I released Portugal's colonies. Angola and Mozambique, they are now both countries. So I'm sorry that's a little late, and that was probably tearing you apart, on the inside, but it is now done. They are now countries, and yeah, well, look at this, guys. Europe, Germany's looking really good. They defeated France really fast. They didn't waste much time going east. Looks like are they attacking Poland? Come on, Germany, give me a look. I need to go observe. Okay, come on, Germany, give me a look-see. Are you invading Poland? It looks, yeah, you're invading Poland, and Poland's not going to last very long. Germany's way stronger. So, we're going to see a dead Poland here really soon, and we're going to see this giant wall blocking... Actually, no. Germany's at war with... Oh, it's at war with Ukraine. It's also at war with all the Baltic states, so there's not really going to be a wall. The border between Germany and Moscow is going to be a lot smaller and a lot closer than it was, but looks like Belarus is going to be kind of in the middle there because no one's at war with it, unless maybe Russia's at war with it. Nope, no one's at war with it. So Belarus might just hang out in the middle for a little while. Italy's doing okay. Of course, they lost to Libya, but that's fine. I think they're living with it, and they're kind of defending Ethiopia a little bit. The British are trying to take over the colony. They're holding on a tiny bit. How's Kenya? Are you actually at war with someone or anything? Are you pushing up? No, you're just chilling here. That's cool. Kenya, you're doing a good job, bud. Let's see. And now we're gonna go back to the States. So Empire Phoenix, really weird small border thing right here going on that connects all this to them. And they also have this part too right here. That's so weird. And the state of Kansas, of course, same color, just slapped right in the middle there. It's so weird. I hate it when two countries are the same color. And they're right next to each other. Really, just grinds my gears, as Peter Griffin would say. But yeah, and of course over here's where all the action has been going on. We've got these states kind of in the middle here because they're democratic. They're not really causing any trouble. They don't really want to expand or anything. But they could see trouble from Florida here. This is the state of South Carolina and the state of Alabama. They could see trouble from Florida. Maybe Florida wanting to take them. But I think Florida has other problems right now, seeing as they're at war with pretty much everyone here right now, I think. Oh no, they're in the same okay, so yeah, I forgot about this. Florida is in the same faction as Mississippi, and I guess, is this part of Mississippi too? Yeah, I think so. And the Lone Star Empire, of course. So Lone Star Empire, really powerful, took over Mexico really fast. They're at war with a lot of socialism and a lot of this is fascism up here. So they're at war with a lot of shit. But yeah, Virginia's outcome out of this, a little disappointed actually, because if you remember, Pennsylvania I'm the most proud of. Then Ohio, or no, I mean Michigan, not Ohio. They just are holding Ohio right now, and then Virginia, just because Virginia had a really good chance to push up and take Maryland and stuff, and maybe just kill off Pennsylvania a few episodes ago, but they didn't take it. Instead, they got actually pushed down by the weakened Pennsylvania. So Pennsylvania is doing really good, though. They're taking back mainland Pennsylvania, and they're getting really close to Ohio, and they have a whole bunch. They have Richmond, they have the core of, well, not the core. They have the important part, I guess you would say, of Virginia. So Virginia is not doing too good. Virginia could capitulate if Florida moves up and takes Kentucky and stuff from them. But yeah, we don't know. We'll have to see. And last but not least, of course, Michigan up here. This big socialist state that's actually, I realized, in the same faction with all this up here. So Michigan is getting support from Missouri. Is this Missouri? No, this is Wisconsin. Sorry, I just read that wrong. Jeez. Minnesota and South Dakota. So these are all these states are sending troops. That's why this country is having a really strong defense and strong offense. Because I wouldn't have thought that like Michigan just itself would have been able to push Pennsylvania in like that and almost defeat them. But yeah, they're getting so much support from all these other states out here. It's pretty crazy how much they're actually getting. But enough chit chat. Let's turn up the play speed and shit. Let's get into this. So who's pushing right here right now? We're watching as we're Socialist Republic of Missouri. Okay, that's whatever. They're just trading states because they're in the same team. Who's winning? It looks like Michigan just pushed in a little bit here. Looks like Michigan's probably winning a little bit. I don't know. Actually, they may have encircled somebody there, so this guy might die here. They might lose. Oh man, that division's dying really fast. Rest in peace, division. That was a horrible mistake you just made there, Michigan. Jeez. Who's this right here? Oh, this is Wisconsin. I think Wisconsin's holding on to like one state down here for some reason, even though the same color. Oh, it's just really annoying. And of course, up here there's this one little tile that belongs to Virginia, this part of West Virginia originally. That's still there. The Ohioans didn't, or I mean the Michigans, I keep calling them Ohioans, jeez, didn't push them out of there. Wow. It's pretty annoying actually. Jeez, and this never changes here either. Oh, looks like Florida actually pushed up and around this way a little bit, but they've never really pushed too far up or down this border right here for some reason. They're just really well matching each other, I guess. Who's all here? These are just Virginians. They're just the flags are kind of messed up. Let's go check on Europe again really quick. Germany, are you actually taking over Poland, or are you just pretending to? Okay, no one's actually attacking each other. Okay. Maybe there's a little ceasefire for a second there. No one's pushing each other or anything. It's a little weird. Italy looks really good. They haven't lost like these islands or anything yet to Soviet Union declare war on Poland. Oh shit. Well, guess what? There's a big wall in the middle, so you might have to declare war on Belarus and Ukraine first. Are they in the faction? No. Okay, yeah, this is right. I remember this. So, the Ukraine joined the same faction that Michigan and all these guys are in. So, this faction right here has the Ukraine in it. It's really weird, but oh look, I think Germany is actually attacking it right now. So, Germany is at war with probably quite a few states back in the States. Let's actually see. So we're watching Germany right now. They're only at war with this little bit here. They're also at war with all these allies, colonies down here in South America. So they're at war with quite a bit in the New World, but mostly just this big block of socialism up here. Oh shit, look at this. Looks like Michigan is kind of pushing down here into Virginia. Shit, are they at war with Virginia? They might be at war with Virginia. Let's check. They are not actually. So they can only push into what Pennsylvania has captured from them, which is probably pretty annoying for Pennsylvania. Jeez, they've been putting up such a fight, but they just have a relentless amount of troops to have to put up with. I forgot up here. The Maine Empire is a thing. So the Maine Empire is up here. They have like bits of Canada and stuff, and of course the New Hampshire Empire. We saw them, I guess, take over the entirety of Quebec, which is insane. Is that insane? They took over the literal entirety of Quebec. Jeez. Wow. All these Canadian states or provinces not doing too much. They're just kind of chilling. I guess Alberta kind of has moved down here and taken quite a bit of Montana, and this country now, Montanan Empire, is like probably like a puppet or something. Florida Empire took 3 states. Oh shit! Look at this. Okay, something died. Pennsylvania Empire took 11. Virginia Empire was puppeted. Okay, look at that. Virginia Empire finally died just from like having to fight all that. Is this Virginia Empire over here? Yeah, so the Virginia Empire has been pushed all the way back to where, I guess, like Kentucky and Indiana were. That's weird. This is now the Virginia Empire, and it's a puppet too. So it's basically whoever's bitch. I can't tell. Let's see. Virginia Empire, come here for a sec. You are a pawn of Florida. Jeez, what an outcome for that is. And then Pennsylvania was given a bunch of shit, but they're gonna lose it pretty fast just because they have no troops out here. So yeah, Pennsylvania, A lot of unguarded territory, but I think Pennsylvania and Florida, are they like together? Oh yeah, looks like Pennsylvania and Florida are in the same confederation. Okay, well look at that. They're now united. Florida and Pennsylvania can now fight alongside each other against the socialists. So let's see how this turns out. This might turn the tide a little bit for Pennsylvania, give them a little bit of chance here, even though they're probably going to lose all this Indiana territory. Oh, they have a few guys up here, but they're very low attrition. It looks like they're not going to be able to hold that for very long. But they do have the Virginia Empire as a puppet in their faction as well, so they are able to move through this territory, which is cool. But yeah, Albania joined allies. Okay, that's cool. Italy declared war on Albania. So Albania, at this point, probably not the best faction to join. I mean, honestly, Albania, if you were going to join any faction, the best one might be the French Entente Alliance, just because they're right there and you guys can kind of protect each other. Jeez, but yeah, the French Entente Alliance, really not much anymore, because the only thing left in is Montenegro, and it's just this really weird shaped small country. Jeez. Oh, look at this. Italy, given all the territory to fight in the Ukraine. Pushing into Ukraine really, really far. Ukraine's not going to... Oh, peace conference. Shit. Oh, look at this. Okay, what happened? What happened here? Okay, Germany... So it looks like a bunch of this shit just got taken over. So German Reich took 12 states. Italy took 3. Soviet Union took 2 states. Okay. Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia were annexed. Phalanges Poland was puppeted. Okay. There we go. So allies looking even worse for the allies. The Germans haven't really suffered even one major defeat yet. Italy's doing really good. The Ukraine's about to capitulate here. Well, not capitulate, because in order for them to capitulate, all this stuff is going to need to die. Or in order for the peace conference to happen, all this stuff is going to need to die. So I'm sorry, I haven't been playing it. Jeez. German Reich has declared war on Soviet Union. Oh, there it goes. Jeez. Well, we'll see how that goes. I think probably Wisconsin Empire has joined the German Reich. Oh, everyone's joining up with the German Reich here. Belarus Socialist Republic joined Syndicate. Is that the same one that that Turkey's joined against Russia too? Is that the same one that the Ukraine is in? Shit. Because if that's true, whoops. If that is true, then yeah. So RIP Minsk. The Belarus is now going to get attacked, and that's going to give a full big... Oh shit, look at all these. The German Reich is called Vichy France. Is Vichy France on here? Where'd they put Vichy France? Is it like... Did they put Vichy France like out here in the Caribbean or something? It looks like the United Kingdom. They could be at their colony down here. No? That's German Reich. I don't know where Vichy France is, guys. Vichy France is hiding somewhere in a small tile somewhere on this earth. If you've seen it somewhere, tell me where it is so I can go look at it. But yeah, look at this. All the fascists are now going to be marching into Belarus too, and that's going to give a nice big border along into to attack Moscow. So I don't think any USSR troops are being allowed into these countries. So Bulgaria has joined. Oh no, they didn't. Just non-aggression pact, I guess. Are they in the faction yet? Nope. And Greece too. These might cause some problems. Greece usually joins allies, so that could give England or United Kingdom one last little chance to attack into here, possibly. They have like a little bit going on here. Look at this. United Kingdom is holding on to some territory in Spain here. It's a bit weird. Hungary is called Phalanges Poland. Wait, so is Phalanges Poland a puppet of Hungary? That's odd. Yeah, you'd think it'd be of Germany. Huh. That's a bit weird. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on this front here. This is about to get crazy. Of course, Russia or the USSR also has to put up with this civil war, which I'm sure they would quell pretty fast if this giant war wasn't happening here, and if they weren't about to push straight towards Moscow. But oh, it looks like they're doing it pretty fast. They might have to like take out this or quell this rebellion really fast before the Germans reach. They start getting up here, because they might have to just be working on it really fast. Try to beat the time, you know what I'm saying? What's going on here, guys? Welcome back to this front. Okay, so it looks like the Michiganis I think somebody in the comments told me what the actual term is. I'm sorry I'm saying it wrong, but just Michiganis is the best way to say it. Michiganders, maybe, possibly. I don't know. It's just a fun way to say it. I think any way you'd say it, it's a fun way to say it. But yeah, so Michigan still looking strong, pushing down against Pennsylvania and Florida. This is a really good socialism versus fascism fight here we're seeing. So both sides have a ton of troops. Both sides a lot of divisions. It's kind of turning into one big front that doesn't really include the old borders anymore, just because of how long and drawn out the wars become. But yeah, Michigan getting a lot of support from up here. Even though these states by themselves, probably not the strongest states. Maybe Minnesota pretty strong, but like South Dakota, not the crazy powerful, but they do have the entirety of Ohio, which is a lot of factories, and the entirety of Michigan, a lot of factories, and actually the entirety of like Western Pennsylvania, which same, a lot of factories and stuff, lots of like Rust Belt shit. So they're looking good. They have a lot of power there. But yeah, if they were going to win, they would have to push all the way through Pennsylvania. They'd have to push all the way down into Florida, take Florida, and then they'd have to cross over here into the Lone Star Empire and attack the Lone Star Empire, which would be insane. I don't know how they'd be able to do that. And it looks like the fascists have an easier victory path here. They just have to come up into Michigan, then they'd have to push over here. But that'd be about it. And maybe even if they got the support of like one of these empires up here, or I guess maybe the Manitobian is the only really one. Maybe even Albertan Empire, if they were able to come over here and attack Saskatchewan and take over, then they'd be able to access or something. I don't know. But yeah, this front getting crazy. A lot of deaths. I wonder what war this is called. Quebec, Maine, definitely not that one. Cascadia, Montana, definitely not that one. Wisconsin, Michigan, no. Maybe, because like the wars get, they get like compacted together. Mississippi, Tennessee, it might be this one. Let's check this one. Okay, so yeah, it looks like this is the one. So we got all these socialist things over here, which is the where is this? Is this Michigan right here? I think so. This is probably Michigan. But yeah, look at this, 402,000 deaths here on this side. Pennsylvania at 37% towards capitulation, but way less deaths, 271,000. But at the same time, Mississippi Empire, for some reason, annex selected state. Annex selected state. I can annex selected states. Oh shit, because I'm Michigan. I don't know what that means, but they've lost 196,000, 32,000 Floridans, 3,000 Montanans, 3,000 Lone Star Empires, 23,000 Venezuelans. So Venezuela is definitely supporting. I remember they joined that fascist faction instead of joining the Axis, because there's more fascist factions here in the New World, so they wouldn't have to just go over there and join the Axis. But let's go over here and check this. Oh, it's kind of frozen here for a sec. Jeez, there we go. Oh, Belarus, yeah. Rest in peace, Belarus. You are getting totally dominated. It's the same thing with Ukraine. I think they lost Kiev. Yep, ripped Kiev, and they're getting really close to Minsk here, and they're pushing into the USSR. So Russia, this thing might become a country, because once these guys, I think Russia isn't really anything though. It's like, yeah, it's non-aligned, completely non-aligned. So USSR, if the USSR dies, this Russia might be put in power here, and that'd be pretty cool, I think. So you'd see a new Russia instead of just the entire thing being the German Reich and Italy and stuff. Oh man, look at this, Pennsylvania. I was rooting for Pennsylvania pretty much this whole time, just because I like the shape right here of this country, and actually they've given control of this to Florida, which I don't really like. They should have this. This is like a cool shape of a country right here, but and I like their ability to survive. So they've been like just hanging on here, and it looks like they've broken through the socialist lines. Yeah, they're now in Ohio again. They are reunited with Ohio. It's been so long since they've been in Ohio, and they've retaken much of western Pennsylvania, which is really good for them. They're it looks like they're trying to encircle some units too. If they can push all the way through Ohio and get into Michigan, it's going to be close to over, because I don't think these guys are going to really be able to support a reinvasion there. Just these three states, and these two countries here, they're very powerful. They've got the support of the Lone Star Empire, they will definitely be able to go across here and invade Missouri. So we're gonna see that happen pretty soon, I think. And I know a lot of you guys like the New California Republic, so I'll check on them for you. They've got a lot of divisions, as you can see, but they are democratic, so they're not communist or fascist at all. So they are really just going to hang out until someone attacks them. So New California Republic, since it's democratic, they don't really go to war with shit to take over, you know, because they don't have the feeling to. They don't need to. The only ones that want to expand are the Socialists and the Fascists. So we see all these states here. All these states really don't want to do much. But maybe if like the Empire of Phoenix were to attack Utah, then Utah, and if Utah were to win that war, then they might, you know, expand. But that's really the only way California is going to expand. And I think the only way that California is going to expand is if the Lone Star Empire goes to war with California, and we see California win, which would be weird to see California win that, because, you know, Lone Star Empire is very strong and they have the support of all this over here. So, but we did see they have a lot of divisions, so a ton of divisions here, like 100 just right there. Boom. Very strong California. But yeah, there's California for you guys. Just to get a look at some of the factions going on here. All the green here and all the blue here is what Pennsylvania and the Lone Star Empire have. So they also have Venezuela down here in their faction. Let's take a look at some of these other factions. New California Republic is friends with the state of Nevada and the state of Utah. There's another one right here, I think. Yeah, state of Idaho, state of Washington, state of Oregon. The Northwest is all in a faction over here. Empire of Phoenix, they don't have a faction, I don't think, actually. Or they have a faction, but they're like the only one in it. Is a bit weird, but they're friends with the Lone Star Empire. So a lot of you guys thought that Phoenix and the Lone Star Empire were together. Well, they're actually different. They're in different empires. Or they're in different factions, sorry. State of Ohio and the state of Illinois, they're besties. Republic of Ontario, this is a really, I remember we were talking about this last episode, I think. This is like a really, really powerful democratic faction, because they've got New York and Ontario. And Ontario is, of course, very strong here. Look at all these divisions. And New York, very strong, ton of divisions. And they've got Vermont in there. Yeah, so that's a really powerful democratic faction as well. But yeah, that's the majority of the factions here in the New World. Because if you look at it like this, it's hard to tell kind of who's in what faction. This is cool though. I like this Northwest and like Southwest kind of faction, democratic factions here. We've got a big confederation right here of fascism up here. Allied support of Alaska. Who are you friends with, bud? Who are you in the faction with? The Allied support of Alaska by yourself. I think that's kind of what you are. You're just in your own faction, and that's cool. You know, you don't need much. You don't need anyone else in your faction, dude. You're Alaska. You can do whatever you want. But yeah, guys, a lot has changed over here in the I guess Northeast USA wars, crazy wars. I guess Central, Pennsylvania and Florida are starting to kick socialism's butt up here, and Germany, of course, is winning the war over here in. Oh shit! Look at this. The UK though, they're really pushing Spain back. So Germany needs to pay attention to that, and they need to send some troops in, or else it's gonna get ugly for Germany down here. But yeah, thank you guys for watching very much. Denmark joined allies. Oh shit, there we go. This could be bad. Norway joined allies. This could be bad for Germany, but I think Germany might be able to handle it. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you liked it, make sure to leave a like and a favorite and subscribe if you are new. And I'll see you all next time when this Russia might capitulate and the Germans push towards Moscow. Alright, peace.